Pin this tough sheen. It's the bosses, because it's borrowed from some honor at night. You can always tell that's the lonely ones. Betcha, some parts of mission. You can always tell. It's 1,000 on every corner. If hair was a crime, they'd be right on death row with Chessman. Look out, old man, look out, old man. Mike is on the scene. Head first. Light up, fellas. Didn't cost me anything. 5 fingers and a quick getaway. Some store suffers.
Hello? Yeah. Hey, man, what time is it? 12 o'clock. What's early for? No, there's nothing doing today. Well, look, man, why don't you meet me down Hunts about 5 o'clock? Okay, bye.
Hey, mama on the TV, rock. Come and love me, daddy, all right.
Shucking and jabbing. Ain't that sweet? We'll show you how it's done. Always. Ain't that cold? We'll give you a little sample. He looked like Elvis before he went to service. Those are a couple of my good friends, they're squares. Looks like the fight of Patterson and Inglemark, but it's not. A left to the right, a left to the jaw, a right to the chin, a feet to the chest, a knife in his back, brass knuckle on his head. Someone is on the ground, someone is on the ground. I think it's the referee. No, it's not. It's an officer. Don't get panicked, ladies, don't get panicked, ladies. Nothing will happen. It's only in fun. Look out, keep it clean with Phenagene. No feeks.
So like people, but if they don't see you fight, it's hearsay. That's what they believe it because you're in a club and you wearing a club jacket. That's what you're a thug right away to the public then. You know, but it's some people that realize that that by being in a club, but it can be a good thing, and a club can be a bad thing. Yeah, but you have to start off with the right thing to end up right.
When Carl May started Youth for Service, he realized he could work through the leaders of the jacket clubs.
At first, I went out and looked up these boys on the street. This is John Bird, president of the Warlords, a very important club in San Francisco. I just put it up to them, would they help? I told them we needed them, and it worked because it was the truth.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm Carl May. I'm with the organization. You ever heard of Youth for Service? You know, this is the organization with all the clubs in it, you know, the Warlords and the Sheiks and the Turbans and the Timers and the Aces and the Ravens.
Oh, is this the council that has all the clubs all together?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We'd like to have you guys in. And one of the reasons that we started the council and started Youth for Service is to help out people, old people, sick people, handicapped people. Go in there and do painting jobs for them, or carpenter work, and clean up their places when they need help. And we've got a family now that needs some help, and we want to go there next week, next Saturday. So what do you say?
Yeah. What are we doing next Saturday? You guys want to go?
Will you guys go?
Can anything else to do? I don't know.
Huh?
Where's it at?
Oh, it's over on Potrero Hill.
How are we going to get over there? How are we going to get over?
Well, I'll tell you, we'll pick you up in the morning.
The word is recognition. The boys of Youth for Service work hard without pay. Most of them have very little themselves, yet they volunteer repeatedly to help other people in need. Recognition and community support become very important to maintain morale. A little publicity for work well done is small payment by the community for services generously given. A party was organized to celebrate the first 100 work projects completed.
A council of youth clubs from all parts of the city developed directly from the contacts made on work projects. The boys themselves decided they wanted a common meeting ground where they could adjust differences between the clubs before they blew up into rumbles. They also wanted to promote social affairs and special projects on a citywide basis. Both prestige and security were involved in belonging to the organization.
One of the first council projects developed in support of the National Youth March for Integrated Schools held in Washington, D.C. in April 1959. The boys in Youth for Service know that integration is not just the struggle of American Negroes for equality, but it's linked with the fight against discrimination of all newly arrived minority groups. 100 years ago, the Irish made up less than 1/3 of the population of New York, but they were charged with over 2/3 of the arrests. There were newcomers then. Today, the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, the Pacific and Oriental peoples are the newcomers. The Youth for Service Council raised the money to send a delegate to Washington, the only one sent by a San Francisco youth organization, and he carried petitions gathered by many other groups as well, with over 6,000 signatures.